Are we live? Good to go. Welcome everyone. This is our first live stream for the Trans Day of Remembrance, and just gonna light a candle and read off the names of everyone. Try our best to be as respectful to names as possible, because I'm gonna butcher them probably. So yeah, I'm gonna take my mask off for now, just because we are currently in a church that does not. There's no one else here, so for those of us, thanks. My partner is here helping me, so if you guys have any questions, just say them in the chat, and Cass will help you out. So yeah, glad to be here. So every year I personally light a candle and I read off the names, and I understand that not everyone can do that. Not everyone has the space, supportive space, or the ability to light a candle. So here we are, lighting a candle together, and reading out everything that we can. I'm gonna read out the list, have a moment of silence, maybe do a prayer. I'm not super religious, but I'll try. And then just vaguely go over the history of the Trans Day of Remembrance. And then after this, I'll be posting a regular video of just a candle burning in case people want to have a candle that doesn't have all the live stream backup mumbo jumbo that I've been speaking. So it's important to say that before reading these names that it's not a complete list. There are a lot of people on this list, and it is U.S. only people who are killed for being trans, but a lot of deaths don't go reported. They often get covered up, or the person wasn't out completely. Things happen, and a lot of these murders are still unsolved. So, sorry, I'm gonna take a breather. Speaking of, a majority of the people that were killed are trans women of color, and even more unsettling is a good chunk of them do not have the justice that they deserve. Yeah. I'm gonna start. The candle's probably gonna last for like an hour. We kind of tried to time it, but it doesn't always work. So I'll be around the whole time for you guys. We can start. I'll say all the names, and then we can have prayer, a moment of silence. Okay. Dustin Parker, Nuisa Luciano Ruiz, Yampi Mendez Aracho, Monica Diamond, Lexi Ebony Sutton, Joanna Metzger, Serena Angelique Velasquez Ramos, Leila Peleas Sanchez, Penelope Diaz Ramirez, Nina Pop, L.E. J. O'Regan, Tony McVeigh, Dominique Remy Fells, Raya Milton, Jane Thompson, Selena Reyes Hernandez, Brian Egypt Powers, Brayla Stone, Mercy Mack, Shaki Peters, Bree Black, Summer Taylor, Marilyn Cesars, Tiffany Harris, Kaisha Hardy, Aja Raquel Roan Spears, Ariane Burnett, Maya Green, Michelle Ramos Vargas, Felicia Harris, Brooklyn Deshona, Sarah Blackwood, Angel Uniski, Carrie Herrera, Key Sam, Leah Rishon Day, Scotland or Scott Devore. And then the last name I'm reading is a bit different. Usually this list is for those of all the past year, but I'm going to say the name of the first person who inspired the Trans Day of Remembrance, Rita Hester. Rita was murdered in 1998, and the first Trans Day of Remembrance was in 1999, and that is also another murder that has not been solved yet. So, in remembrance of Rita as well. Like I mentioned, I am not super religious, but we are in a church. And thank you to the awesome people, the Presbyterians, who allowed us to use this space. But I was raised Jewish, and so I'm going to say a prayer that I know, and then we'll have a little moment of silence. So this is gonna be hard because I haven't done this in a while. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, dayan haemet. I appreciate you guys all being here and sharing this moment with me. Usually it's very personal, and it can be very scary at times. And it feels good to know that there is community out there, even in times like this. So I love you guys. I'll admit I did not have much planned after this. Um, but in the description below, I posted a bunch of links to resources of the Trans Day of Remembrance. Also posted the list and some links to other lists because I don't think any list is exactly the same. I probably missed some names, so it's good just to make sure we got all of our bases covered. So feel free to check those out. And I'm trying to remember what else I wrote. Nothing. I hope you guys are staying safe. You all have to look out for each other. It's very odd because silence can be both relieving and also very heavy. It's a nice little fire. My partner is saying that you guys are asking what the prayer means. That's a great question. From what I recall, it's kind of what Jewish people would say, thanking God, because when someone passed, it would be like the first thing that the person who had lost that person or those people in this instance would say. So, thanking God. I'm not sure if it necessarily means thanking God for, I'm assuming, their life and the time that we had with them. I know that Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech is kind of the big basis of most prayers in Judaism, and the Dayan Ha'amet is more of like, thank you for God's judgment. Interesting wording, but yeah. I'm not the expert. I'm probably not the person to ask, but that's what I recall. I'm sorry, I don't know much about prayers, but. I know on a live stream it probably looks kind of weird because it's kind of like me watching paint dry as I watch a candle slowly die out. And I guess it's a personal tradition for me to do this. But I hope that this opens kind of a space for all of us to, think about those in our lives who support us, or whether that be online or for your family, friends, or those who aren't even blood family, just your own family, and the community we have on YouTube. So a lot of things go through my mind. I welcome you guys to go. There's one link down in the description that has a lot of the pictures of the people who passed away, because I feel like it's more personalized when you actually get to not only see pictures, but also there's little blurbs that talk about what their friends and family had said about them, and a little bit more about them rather than just their name or how they died. I know that the news often will just put so and so was murdered in this way, and although that's important information, it's also good to just take this moment and this day, Trans Day of Remembrance, to remember them and honor them and memorialize them in the best way we can. So, yeah, I chose to read the names only just because I don't think I have, the heart to right now to read out more information, but it's all linked below. You're welcome to check it out. It's a pretty candle. Mm-hmm. Fine. Okay. How's Otis making his appearance? His debut. I can't see the chat very well because my eyesight. So my partner is doing all the typing, but I can see when like emojis are posted, and I see all the like hearts and stuff. So I kind of can see it. So hello. I appreciate that. The love sent. See the rainbow or the trans flag. It's cute. You guys are just joining us now. we're just lighting a candle, and we read out the names of those who are lost this year for being trans. This whole week was Trans Visibility Week, and it's just good to take a moment and have a candlelight vigil, especially for those who don't have the option to light a candle in their own home, whether that be unsupportive family, especially when you're quarantined with them, or maybe you just don't have access to candle and matches right now. Whatever the circumstances may be, you are welcome here. It's good to have you all here. And we're just letting it burn out. Getting kind of short. That's a bad idea. Never mind. Not do that. I'll just keep it here. Thanks. My partner just handed me a poem to read, so we're going to improv now. It is a poem, The Moon is Trans, written by J. Jennifer Espinoz, a trans woman and poet. Just like to preface by saying it's kind of hard for me to see, so I might be a little slow in reading. I lost it. Oh, I found it. Lost it again. No, it's okay. I can find it. Got it. Cool. Okay. The moon is trans. From this moment forward, the moon is trans. You don't get to write about the moon anymore unless you respect that. You don't get to talk to the moon anymore unless you use her correct pronouns. You don't get to send men to the moon anymore unless their job is to bow down before her and apologize for the sins of the earth. She's waiting for you, pulling at you softly, telling you to shut the F up already, please. Scientists theorized the moon was once a part of the Earth that broke off when another planet struck it. Eve came from Adam's rib, etc. Do you believe in the power of not listening to the inside of your own head? I believe in the power of you not listening to the inside of your own head. This is all upside down. We should be talking about the ways that blood is similar to the part of our outer space between the Earth and the moon. But we're busy drawing it instead. The moon is often described as dead, though she is very much alive. The moon has not known the feeling of not wanting to be dead for any extended period of time in all of her existence, but she is not delicate and she is not weak. She is constantly moving away from you in the only way she can. She never turns her face from you because of what you might do, and she will outlive everything you know. That was The Moon is Trans. Very nice. Actually, never heard that one. Written by Jennifer Espinosa. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. Was that one of the commenters or that suggested it? Oh, that was you. Let's see. Reminds me of when we had to do spoken word. Do you remember the poem? I think it was just called X. It was about how we should, or it was kind of an example of how raising a kid with no pronouns and naming the kid X. It was like this fun. Yeah. No, we shouldn't find it now. But it was neat. And so it reminded me of that. I think that was like the only exposure of LGBTQ plus poetry that I had when we were younger. Tiny candle. Frame the candle. I appreciate you guys staying around and sharing this moment with me. A little hour. I guess it seems kind of, it is sad that we have to keep reading these names, and I hope that one year we get to a point where we don't have to read names, where it's just zero deaths for being trans. But for now, I think we can try to honor them as much as possible and give them the justice that they deserve. I don't know. Every past year, I'm always very upset, and I think frustration is one word that a lot of us have felt, especially the past 4 years. And I don't know. And this year, it's a little, with everything going on, this is kind of a nice time just to breathe and take a moment out of the craze of everyday life. I don't know. I hope we can all stay as safe as possible. For both reasons of being LGBT, as well as just COVID and racial injustice and many, many more. I was gonna get one of those like drip candles that was a rainbow. It's been popular recently, but they burn for way too long. So here we are, our little candle. I think I spoke briefly about this at the beginning, but like I mentioned, the names that we read earlier were all U.S. Recorded deaths, murders, and there's sadly hundreds, not even dozens, but hundreds more when you look at the numbers worldwide of recorded deaths. So, like I mentioned, frustrating. In the US, at least disproportionately, trans women of color. I think the best thing we can do is what we're doing now, which is continue to say their names and make sure that they're not forgotten. The candle. I know the holiday seasons are coming up, and whether or not you celebrate, I hope that you all are surrounded by, celebrate anything at all. I hope you all are surrounded by supportive people, or you are able to uh, log online and find a community like ours where you can feel safe and feel loved and feel validated because you are valid. And yeah. And please stay safe. Thank you. Thank you. Well, yeah, I guess I haven't shown my face that much. It's the hair floof, yeah. It's a hair floof for me. I'm glad I got it accurate enough. What? Calling it the floof. Huh. She thick. It's a thick flame. Yeah. I like it. Just showing the big candles. I think we're in a church right now, and we're like surrounded by much larger candles. So this is the smallest we could get. Unscented. Delicious. They think I dye my hair. I get that a lot when I go to the hairdresser though. Do you dye it? Nah. Yeah, I was gonna have the pride candle, the drip one. I wanted to, it's just it burns for too long. I really wanted it to like go out. Yeah, that would be a really long live stream. Maybe next year. Hopefully we won't have to light a candle. We can just have a nice little pride candle. It is upsetting that this year has been significantly more deaths in the US than the previous years before us. Tiny, tiny. Big stretch. It's almost out. It's close. I guess what I'm worried about is, you know, it's conservative. And I'll put it out once I can see it. Got like 5 minutes left. That's concerning. Yeah. It's okay. We won't be here all night. It's being a good boy. He wouldn't move. What are people saying? It's a good topic. Just do a video on that. I really want to do a video on like the difference of intersex. I feel like that would be a very intense video. Love you. One of the ministers here saying goodnight. What? My face looks a lot closer to the camera than it does here. It's almost there. Susie. It's good to see you. I didn't text you back. So bad at texting. It's cute. It's our first attempt at a live stream, so we're trying our best. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I don't have a mask on because we are completely alone in this big church, except for one of the ministers just left. But we plan on sanitizing everything and wiping it all down before we go. But to you all out there, just stay safe. Please wear a mask. Yeah. And another big thank you and shout out to the Presbyterian Center that allowed us to use their space to record. Our thick candle is dying. Well, as our candle goes out, just want to say thank you again, especially to you all who stuck around and watched our Candlelight Vigil together. I appreciate you all, whether you're watching it now or later, and I hope that you are able to stay as safe as possible. Never forget that you are loved and that you are 100% valid. Things are tough, and it's still going to be tough when we move on, so the best we can do is stick together. I don't know if you guys can tell. We're not blowing it in. It's kind of like so tiny. I don't even know if you guys can see. It's like really tiny, little flame. Accidentally made it bigger. I can see all the emojis in the chat. Love you all. Are you done with my candle? we can call it. It's probably like Loki lighting the one underneath, so we can. It came back. All right. Thank you to everyone. Love you all. And have a good day/night. Bye.